What's up, guys? It's your boy, the Badwolf. Let's get started. All right, so this particular video is going to be about what is a 1099A and what is a 1099C. Now, there is a 1099B. I haven't quite mastered that part yet, but I just want to give you guys a little glimpse of the magic that is the 1099A and 1099C. So, as always, do your own educational research for yourself. In other words, whether you're watching my videos or anybody else, always do your own research, because some things could be looked at as being interpreted by the individual, and let's just say some people interpret better than others. That's all I'm going to say. All right, that being said, after a long review of the 1099A, 1099C, even online here, I've read some more on it now. They're going to portray it, depending on how you want to interpret this information, as these are only for real estate encounters. But if you read it the correct way, it's a little bit more than that. Okay, so what do I mean? So a 1099A is an IRS form that allows you to utilize it wherever you have made financial payments. Okay, so bear with me one second here. Okay, so this is right on the IRS website. It says about Form 1099A acquisition. Here, how about around being there? There we go. Now I can lean back with it. All right, so 1099A is an acquisition or an abandonment of secured property. Now, a lot of people will see that and say, "Oh, secured property. Oh, well, that means you got to have like a house, or it must be talking about real estate." In this particular aspect, they are using the word property to mean an account. Essentially, that's what it is, an account. Even if it can be property, something where it can be a physical thing. You have something in you're connected to them because you've made payments on something. Okay, so it's either the acquisition of something or the abandonment of something. So essentially, a 1099A can be done by anybody. Now, primarily, if you are the creditor, okay, secured party creditor, secured property creditor. So, for instance, you own your house and you've been paying on it. Well, I happen to know that typically the banks do not report those payments as to the IRS, okay? Because essentially when you got your house, they use your name and your social to finance the deal, and so essentially you paid for your own, that particular property, in this case physical property. And what happened is they never provided you a loan. They provided you money or credit, okay? And so now you're supposed to be paying back that, but you didn't know that was what was going on. So anyway, you've been making payments on something that has really already been paid off once, if not twice, if they didn't sell it or securitize it on the secondary market. Which is, you can look up fractional banking if you want to understand what's really going on. I think even on blacksite32.com I have not popular banking mechanics, or I think the form's on there on the free downloads somewhere on there. It might be on the website. If not, I'll load it up there. Anyway, you just Google fractional banking and find out what I'm talking about. So anyway, so the 1099A is the fact that you've been making payments, whether it's on your house, even to your cell phone company, anything where literally you're like over $500 or $600 you've already paid. And I do mean over the last 3 years. So you can do a 1099A to any of these companies where you've been paying money out of your pocket. because essentially they're supposed to utilize your Sesticate trust, okay, to compensate. The money's supposed to be coming out of there, but they're taking it out of your back pocket, okay, which they all do. So it's not like it's anything new, okay. And it's not illegal. It's just that's why you provide that information so that they can pull it. And some places do pull it and double dip on you, which is another thing that a lot of people don't know. So anyway, the 1099A you have to get from the IRS. You have to contact them and specifically ask for it. And from what I hear, they're very stingy with these. So you're probably only going to get no more than 4 or 5, maybe 6. Okay, and there's going to be 3 sheets. And I'll get to that in a second. So if you've been making payments on to the various companies, they are supposed to reimburse you a percentage of that. Okay, because it's you are the financier, and as you being the financier, they're not taking taxes out of it, so you're entitled to that difference. Okay, whatever percentage that is. Usually, it's like, from what I understand, 25 to 35% of whatever you've paid for the last 3 years. Now, 3 years before that, that is completely considered abandoned. Okay, so the 1099A is only going to go back really 3 years. You could go back farther than that, but what happens is after 3 years, the banks, your cell phone companies, your water bill, the city, your even the bank with your checks, okay, because those are also negotiable instruments too. Anything after 3 years, they're all collecting it. They're gobbling it up like Pac-Man. Yap, 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 yap. So you have rights to it, all of this, for up to 3 years. So you contact the IRS, you get your 1099A. There's 3 sheets. One sheet is going to go to UKeep. You send the other one to the IRS, and the other one goes to the company that you've been making those payments on. And they will fill out their information, and you will either get a check sent directly back to you, or it will be through the IRS and credited on your taxes. Either way, one of those two things or both will happen depending on how it gets worked out, because now those companies have to report that, and you are entitled to that money. Now a 1099C is done the same way, but a 1099C is a cancellation of debt. Okay, so by all means, look at all this up before doing anything. Don't just take the crazy guy on YouTube's word of advice for it. So a creditor is required to issue a 1099A when a borrower abandons real or personal property. See how I told you how you got to watch? So whether it's real property or personal property, okay, which your money, your finance. A 1099C is a notice to the IRS that the financial institution, whoever was paying the money, because remember, you're operating with your Sesticate trust, so that's an institution, okay, and you're financing, so you're financial, has forgiven or canceled a debt of $600 or more. So if you have financed something and you are for sure the financier of of those payments, you can cancel the debt. Okay, I'm just going to say look into it. There's a lot of information there. I'm not going to tell you what all areas of your life you can use this for. Do your own research. But if you have financed something, you can use a 1099C the same way with the same place, same 3 sheets, the same 3 locations, and you can cancel the debt. Now, I believe you're supposed to get a certain percentage of that back. I don't know for sure. This is just what I've done in my studies. I've been looking at this over the last probably like year or so now. There's lots of additional information out there. You can talk to your IRS agents and accountants and whatever else. But I highly suggest you guys start researching 1099As, 1099Cs. When I get more adept to a 1099B, I'll give you that if there's a worth there. Otherwise, that's it, guys. Go get your money back and go cancel some things that you need to cancel. All right, so anyway, it's your boy, the Badwolf. I want to appreciate you guys for the shout-outs on different channels, the donations. I also want to thank Akili, appreciate you, Jeff, Chris, Kristen, and a couple others out there. Appreciate you guys. Don't forget to spread the word on the channel. Support by joining the Wolf Pack if you guys can. The new channel is the Badwolf Media channel, so that's where I'm on more on the private side, personal side. And then blacksite32.com is where you set up the appointments, constellations. I don't do in-person appointments, sorry guys. And all that good stuff. So that's it. Take care of yourselves. Talk to you later.